Okay, so what I have is I've got one of these Pandora, let's see if we can focus on that, just about, Pandora 3, Pandora's Box 3. It's a jammer connector with a VGA here. I've just plugged a VGA in because I thought there was something wrong with my arcade box. So in my arcade box, there's this power supply here, and what I find is that the voltage on my voltmeter is going up and down, up and down, up and down. Now that could mean bad caps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the power supply out and check it and probably recap it if that fixes the problem. There you go. Okay, so there's nothing immediately obvious. There's a bit of, well, sort of dripped solder just there on that cap, but I don't think it's actually affecting it. What I did notice was, well, first of all, I saw this thing here. It says, if I can get it in focus, high potted. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's anything to do with like high potential or something. And then I put my finger just on the, well, I won't do it again, but I put my finger across this terminal here, and on the back of it, well, there's a diode and a capacitor, and I got a buzz. I got a real buzz out of it. This here looks like some kind of heat damage maybe, but I don't think it's actually going to affect it. I think it is just heat damage. But I think what I will do is, let's have a look, probably swap out these caps here at the end. Well, the first thing to do obviously is to check all the voltages, get the oscilloscope out, see what's actually going on, and then probably it will be a case of just swapping out these caps here, because they're on the output, and that seems to be where the voltage is fluctuating. It could be the caps. It's unlikely to be anything else, really, because there is a voltage there. It's just going. Well, where's the thing gone? There is a voltage there. It's just going up and down. So yeah, let's try it. Let's get the oscilloscope out and then see what that does. Okay, so I've decided that I don't want to flaff around getting my oscilloscope out because it's all packed away. So what I've done is I've taken one of these. It's a USB SATA IDE converter thing that I'm probably never going to use, you know. But what it came with is a power supply which outputs 12 volts at 2 amps and 5 volts at 2 amps, which is what the Pandora needs, and it's worked. So all I've done is just wire the power supply straight into the Pandora, and right, a tip. Well, maybe a tip, maybe not a tip. I had a VGA cable plugged into the Pandora and was watching it on the VGA monitor. Then, when I looked at it on my arcade machine, the picture was all over the place. I was thinking, it's not syncing. And what it turns out is that when you boot the Pandora, if you've got a VGA cable plugged in, it does the 640 by 480 frequency. If you undo the VGA cable, it then goes on to whatever arcade is, like 15 kilohertz or something. So now I've got a picture. So what I'm going to do is, there's my what is that? That's a World Cup 90 board there, and then down in the bottom is, well, let's have a look at it if we can get it in there. Just need to move this out the way. That's better, and then let's just let that come back. That's Battle Arena Toshiden 2, which is a PlayStation 1 motherboard, and then the game is on the ROMs there, so it loads instantly. But it's actually a PlayStation 1, which is pretty cool. But now I have 500 games on this. It's actually really, really small. My camera's just making it look big. Pandora. So let's boot it up and I'll show you a few games because it actually works perfectly. Just need to make the wires safe, and that's it. Yeah. And here it is in all its arcade goodness. So the way that it works is, well, it doesn't actually do anything unless you put a coin in. So you can press the things and everything and completely dead. And then every minute, let's see if we can get this in focus. Right, hang on while I switch to manual focus so we can get this thing working properly. Not that way, let's try that way. There we go. So every minute this countdown timer goes, and the game will then drop down to the next one in the list. And now you can edit this list through a menu, but the menu is on the button, which is in the back of the cabinet now, which I've just obviously just stuck it back in its slot. Anyway, let's get this working. So we can insert a coin, which is just press that button there. There you go, I've inserted 2 coins. Now I can now control the up down, you see. Now you push up and down and that just goes through the numbers. You push left and right and that goes through pages. And I'm telling you, there's everything on here. Look, how about a bit of Metal Slug? Loads up and it's quick. Well, considering it's got 500 games on there, I'd say it's pretty quick. And there you go, my 2 credits have gone in. And let's go. Choose a character. Now, mission 1, start. Obviously this is an emulator, but you can't tell. You know, I mean, this is just as quick as the arcade, if not quicker. You know, this is smooth. Anyway, I can't do it one-handed. And that's the end of the video because obviously the speaker's very loud. And you know, if you want a game room tour, you can ask me and I'll sort one out. Okay, all right, bye.